supposed to, I don't know.
We do have a quorum, so we're going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. Our December meeting, it's at the end of November, but we're going to have our December meeting tonight. So anyway, we'll start with our normal housekeeping item of the minutes from the prior meeting.
Motion to approve.
Okay, we have a motion. We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from last month's meeting. All those in favor acknowledge by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carried. All right. First item is we have a request to table an application here.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve the request to table and a second. All those in favor acknowledge by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carried. Okay. All right. Item number 2, we have a vacation of 15 foot of North Hartford right-of-way along Lot 7, Block 3 of the JL Shen Edition, located at 805 East Parkway, submitted by Don Stout on behalf of Rachel Hardister. Sarah, you have a staff report on it for us?
Yes, sir. So this application came in, it was tabled last month. We have received all of the letters from the utility companies so that we can move forward. It is a 15-foot vacation of right-of-way along North Hartford Avenue at 805 East Parkway. So this is a C4 zoned neighborhood. It's a neighborhood in quiet business. It's along East Parkway Drive. The right-of-way on North Hartford is currently 80 feet in width. You can see in the lower picture there that that area in the red hashed is approximately the area that we're talking about vacating. You can clearly see that there will still be plenty of right-of-way remaining for public works and utilities to get in and maintain the facilities in that area. Properties north of this are zoned R2, medium density residential, and properties on Parkway are neighborhood commercial and include insurance offices, medical clinics, and some residential. There are 3 items that you consider when doing a vacation of right-of-way. It's public trust, land use impacts, and public benefit. This is an existing 80-foot right-of-way where only a 50-foot right-of-way is required. By allowing the vacation, the property will be allowed to move forward with plans to expand the retail business and parking lot, and the area where the current right-of-way is will be future parking lot for the proposed improvement. Under the land use impacts, the impact is that the property owner would have development rights over this portion of their property, allowing the owner to build the proposed parking lot as part of the proposed site improvements. Summit Utilities does have a gas main in the area and does request that a 15-foot easement remain. However, parking lots are permitted within dedicated easements. And the public benefit, there is neither a benefit received or reduced by vacating the right-of-way, since the right-of-way is 80 feet and the existing area to be vacated is currently maintained by the property owner, and the city currently maintains the paved street, which is not located within the area to be vacated. As a result, staff does recommend to forward this to City Council with a recommendation to approve the vacation of right-of-way with the following condition: to retain the 15-foot as a public utility easement for Summit Utilities. As a result of the findings that there is not an impact to the public trust, land use impacts, and no adverse effects to the public benefit, there's no objection filed by any utility company for the vacation, and Summit Utilities has a main in the area for the vacation of the right-of-way and requests a retention of an easement. Are there any questions?
How much right-of-way does the gas company need? That's just 15 feet, right?
Apparently, and it's unclear from their email, and I tried to clarify it, but they just said they have a gas main in that area and they wanted to retain that 15-foot easement. So apparently their gas main is in that portion of the right-of-way that's going to be vacated, and they're just going to retain an easement. It's underground. It will not impact the property owner being able to expand their parking lot and make the improvements. And Summit Utilities would still have the right then to go in and
Well,
work
they
on
do
their
understand that
main.
if something happens to that main, they're gonna dig all that up.
I would expect that the property owner is aware of that.
Okay, that's just.
They-
Parking, but still, it's gonna be torn up if they need to get into it.
All right. Any other questions? Thank you, Sarah. Don, do you have anything you wanted to add to that request? Okay. All right. Commissioners, what's your pleasure? Oh, all right. We have a motion and a second to approve this request. All those in favor acknowledge by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carried. All right. All right. We have a vacation of a 10-foot utility easement on the west and north sides of Lot 56, Marina Heights, located 103 Don Circle, submitted by Al and Tammy Sotomayor. Sarah, you got a staff report on that one for us?
Absolutely. So this is a vacation of a utility easement at 103 Don Circle. You can see from the picture, it kind of is on the north side of their property, and the west side, they own a little bit portion beyond that public utility easement. There's no installations in that area. The existing conditions are that it is zoned R1 single-family residential, along with all residential or all surrounding properties. It is a 10-foot public utility easement that was platted along each exterior side of the property line. And Don Heights subdivision is located off of Marina Road. Again, you look at three things when vacating a public utility easement: public trust, land use impacts, and public benefit. And the proposal is requesting to vacate an unused public utility easement along two of their property lines. Historically, when subdivisions were platted, public utility easements were prescribed along all property lines, giving utility companies the ability to run lines in these locations without having to request an easement from property owners. Today, most utility lines are located along the rear property lines as designed during the subdivision process, but the preferred location is within the right-of-way or along the front property line within the front utility easement. The land use impacts. The impact is the property owner has development rights over this portion of their property. They're proposing an accessory structure in their backyard. And during the building process, they will need to complete the new property boundary verification or replat if the new code is not adopted prior to submitting and finalizing their building. And then the public benefit is a public utility easement where no utilities are installed. There's neither benefit received or reduced by vacating this easement. So we do recommend forwarding this to City Council with recommendation to approve the vacation of easement as a result of the findings that there's not an impact to the public trust, land use impacts, and no adverse effects to the public benefit. There's no objection filed by the utility companies for the vacation, and there's no current utility installations in this area. Are there any questions?
Al, do you got anything you want to add? You got anything you want to add to that? No? Okay. All right. Thank you, Sarah. Commissioners, what is your? Huh? Okay, we have a motion to accept this as presented. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. Commissioner Jackmore seconds that. All in favor, acknowledge by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carried. And if we don't have any other further business, then we are adjourned. You guys have a happy holiday, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.